Hey, sports porchers, it's your hockey Jesus. And hopefully this time I have not muted my mic. Sorry about that. I went live there and forgot to unmute the software. Rookie mistake. What the hell? I did it. So I own up to it. So I'm going to try this again. Pittsburgh Penguins play in the Global Series, and tonight or this afternoon, depending on what East Coast, what time series you might be in, have lost to the Nashville Predators by a score of 2-1. And this game was just absolutely a lot of low energy. It wasn't good for the Pittsburgh Penguins, and I guess it was a good comeback for Nashville. But honestly, the Penguins had it coming to them. The first period was kind of even, I would say. Second period, it looked like Nashville was coming along, and then Gino scores just a gift goal, really. Shot it from behind the net, and honestly, after that, they really didn't look like they had much energy. And Nashville kept coming, and I'm thinking, maybe we'll steal this, maybe we'll just get through this. Minute left, they pull the goalie, and yeah, Philip Forbes scores a really nice goal on a backhand, forehand to backhand. Just a really, really, really nice goal for them. And what are you gonna do? That happens. But the Penguins are in a bit of a free fall. They've that's their fifth loss in the last 6 games. I know they had a couple loser points in there, and they're trying to hold serve, but oh my goodness, 4 points in 6 games get you 54 points for the year, and that's just a big, big, fat loser. And that's the way the Penguins are playing right now. I think a lot of it is attributed to the fact that the Pittsburgh Penguins have a lot of injuries right now. That second line with Novak, I think Novak's playing well on that line, and I'll show you. I've got the highlight of the night I want to show you involves Novak, but just doesn't seem to have energy with Mantha. Just doesn't seem to have energy with Gino. There's no connection there. First line looks fine, but Sidney looks a little tired. I'll be honest with you. I hate saying that about Sidney Crosby because I think he's one of the best players in the league. But, at his age, he's just not going to be able to have high energy throughout the whole season. That's just going to be the way it is. Right now, I think they're in a spot where he's got a little bit of low energy, just can't quite get there. Russ looked good, but you know what? Soros looked probably better in the goal tonight. I'm going to give Soros a little bit of accolades because I thought he played a pretty good game. But hey, when you only have 8 shots in the first, 2 shots in the second, and 7 shots in the third, you can't expect great things. It's just not enough coming at it for a long period of time to be able to sustain something. And I think that's what happened to the Pittsburgh Penguins in the loss tonight. No Roman Jussi tonight for Nashville. That should have been a boost for the Penguins, but so they went with 7 defensemen, and I don't know if it helped Nashville or not, but I think them getting that win is going to boost their confidence a little bit. I know that they've lost a lot of overtime games. This is the Penguins' 5th overtime loss on the season. I think this is it's actually Nashville's first overtime win. They're 1-4-1. Can you be 1 in overtime? I'm going to call it 1-5. 1-5 in overtime for them with 3 points. Well, no, it's not. You know what I mean. I'm messing up a little bit, and I apologize for the point stuff. Tomasino was on the 4th line tonight. He looked pretty much invisible. Like I said, Novak on the 2nd line. You know what? Let's get to that highlight of tonight. I want to show you a little bit of Novak doing a little bit of back checking on the 3rd line. Let's just share that right now with you guys. So this right here is the 3rd line. They're dumping it in. There's Novak going after it. Mantha's here. Gino's back here. Let's roll it ahead. Okay, so see what happened there. Novak went to chase the puck. Novak went to get it. He tried to get it, didn't make it, and this defenseman's just going to roll around and grab the puck up the boards. Let's roll it from there, see what happens. Okay, so right now he's got the puck. I like what Novak did there. He was the whole way back here. He's already almost near the blue line. He's making his way back. Mantha, I guess, is waiting for Gino to see if he gets the puck. Gino kind of fell down already. The defenseman has the puck, and they're basically in no man's land right now. So he did grab the puck. I don't like what Gino's done here. He's going to go after the puck. This guy's in the middle of the ice. The fact that he's going to go after this guy doesn't make any sense. But Novak's trying to keep the puck from coming up here. You can see he's got his stick out there, trying to keep the puck from going to this guy. I like what Novak's doing on this play. Let's forward it. Okay, that's just absolutely ridiculous by Gino. Tries to stop the puck, and now what is he going to do? He's going to fall down and go for a tumble. Great pass by that guy. He's got it to the guy on the boards. So you got three guys here. Novak's making a beeline back. You don't see the other defenseman. He's already in the defensive zone. Let's roll it forward. Great job by Novak. Look, he's the whole way back here. This guy didn't skate. Even if he did skate down the side, Novak would have been able to skate with him and get back. Let's see what happens. So good job there, Novak. Look at the gap right there. He's right on the puck. He can try and shoot it. Chances are Novak's going to be in the way. By that time, you got both Mantha and Gino making their way back on the back check. Let's just roll it forward. Okay, so what Mantha did here, I have no idea. He just peeled off. Gino kind of went after the guy in the corner. So did Novak. This is Graves on the bench. The bench is over here. Usually the bench is on the other side. I'll talk about that in a second. But you got two guys here. These guys are locked up by these defensemen. Even if he gets it on goal, it's really not a high danger shot. Let's roll it forward. So that's what happened. He got a shot on goal. Gino's there for the rebound. These guys shielded off any guy from making a tip, getting a rebound, and out they go. So I really like what Novak did there on the back check. I think that's promising for the Pittsburgh Penguins, and I think that's a really good idea. What do I got here? Musta Kia. Hey, thanks for joining me live. Kindle keeps taking hits, and hate to see him lose because he's the only one with any fight. Yeah, Kindle did take a stick in the face tonight. You know, that wasn't a penalty because it was on the follow through. That's true. You know what? Kindle is young. He's going to take a lot of hits. Remember Sidney Crosby in his rookie season? He had 100 penalty minutes because they kept coming after him. I don't see guys making a run for Kindle, to be honest with you. I think he's just too savvy on the ice, and he doesn't fly like Sidney did his rookie year either. So I think Kindle's going to be fine. I think he does have some fight. You know, Dumba has a little bit of fight in him too. So I'm not so concerned about that, but I do agree. You know, Masta, MK. I'm going to call you MK. I think that Kindle does look good up on that first line. If they lose him, that's really not going to be good for the Pittsburgh Penguins. But that's the least of their worries. They need to get that third and fourth line back together. Like I said when I was muted, Achari, I think, is the guy. They got to get him back. He really is the stir that that stirs the drink down there on the third and fourth line. He can bring some energy, and between him and Tomasino, it's just not going to do it. But the way Lizotte plays with Achari, I think Achari gives Lizotte some space, and that makes Lizotte a little bit more of a scoring threat. Right now, he's just not getting enough space on the ice to be able to make it happen. But that's just the way it is. You know, I think this Pittsburgh Penguin team does need to get it together. I think Dan Muse needs to get the group together and light a fire underneath them. They got to come out with a little bit more energy. They haven't had energy since they played that Washington game. That Washington game, they really came out in the third period. But honestly, New Jersey was a low energy game. That Los Angeles game where they gave up 2 goals in the third period, that wasn't good. And tonight, again, they just don't seem to have the energy. And I know they're a little bit older, but I just wish that, maybe they sit Kevin Hayes and bring somebody in with a little bit more energy. I just think putting a guy out there like Kevin Hayes, yeah, I know he's savvy. I know he's a veteran, but he just doesn't seem to have the energy that the young guys have. I'd really like to see him do something different. I hope he mixes up the lines, but when you have this many guys injured with Brassard And, you got Rack still injured, and these guys are going to be out for a while. You got Hallander who's going to be out for months with that blood clot. Whew, it's tough, but this is what happens in a full 82 game season. This is what happens. Pittsburgh Penguins going to go through some rough times, and right now they are going through some rough times. Not a lot of stoppage tonight for the Pittsburgh Penguins. Weird that bench is down on the bottom of your screen and not on the top of the screen. Kind of threw me off, to be honest with you, watching that. Interesting too that normally in Sweden they play on the Olympic size ice, so they had to make it smaller. They may have had some ice problems with that, but overall, I think it's I'm glad to see they got some energy back at the end of the game. I hope they bring some of that energy for the fans in Stockholm for the second game, rather than the low energy game that it was the first 2-3 periods. But that's what I'm hoping to see on Sunday from the Pittsburgh Penguins, and I hope you're going to be watching. I know I will be. I'm your hockey Jesus. Me and the boys do a sports porch every Monday night. I am here after every single Pittsburgh Penguins game. Write it down. Hit that subscribe button. Hit the bell. If you're watching Penguins games, just stop by here afterwards. I promise you I will be on here. This time I got my mic unmuted. Oh boy, what a rookie mistake that was. I won't do that again. Sorry about that, guys and gals out there. So Pittsburgh Penguins lose tonight to the Nashville Predators 2-1 in Stockholm, Sweden. They will be back Sunday morning if you're on the East Coast, Sunday afternoon if you're watching the EU. Let's go, Pens. Let's get it back together. Until then, hey, you got the rest of the night to watch hockey, and you got all day tomorrow. So hope you love your hockey like I do. I'll catch you in the next one.